Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching my knitting podcast videos. My name is Sari and Luna is here once again with me. She came immediately when I sat down and now she's sitting here and purring as always in my videos. I don't have that many new things, or actually I don't have any new things to show you in today's video. But I was going to talk to you a bit about the Kuutar KAL that is starting today, and I will link the Ravelry thread below this video, so you can go to Ravelry and join the knit-along. And also the Kuutar pullover was published last Friday, and you can find the pattern on Ravelry, so I will also link the pattern below this video, as well as everything else I mentioned in this video. So all the yarns, yarn names, pattern names, everything will be written down below this video, so you can check them out there. And what else? So I said that Kuutar pattern is already out, and I added a small discount for the whole duration of the knit-along to Ravelry. So when you buy the pattern, you will automatically get a 20% discount, and that is valid until the end of the knit-along. So until, I think it was May 30th. So it's the last Sunday of May. So you have a bit over 2 months to knit your pullover. And for the knit-along, you don't have to start the pullover today. So if you have already started it, because the pattern came out a week ago, so I know quite a many of you have already casted on this pullover, so you can you're still welcome to join the knit-along. So everybody, it's open for everybody, and everybody can join. Even my test knitters can join the knit-along, even though you have already finished the Kuutar earlier. So there's 2 Kuutar knit-along threads in my Ravelry group. The first one is for like general chatter, just showing off your yarns, your progress, asking questions, and just interacting, because I think now with the COVID situation and there's like no yarn festivals and anything, so I think it's really nice to have a outlet to chat with other people about knitting and your knitting progress. So I think that's going to be something I'm looking forward to seeing what you're making and your projects and all the colors you choose. And like I said, the knit-along will last until the end of May, so the last Sunday of May. And this pullover was originally worked in collaboration with a Finnish yarn shop called Nurja, and they are in Tampere here in Finland. And they also have their own range of yarns. So this is knitted with their mohair. So the shade of the colorway was especially dyed for this collaboration, and it's called Kuukivi, and that means like moonstone in Finnish. And the name of the pullover, Kuutar, it means kind of like the goddess of moon, or the lady of the moon, kind of like this old folklore inspired name. And I think I picked the name first of all because I kind of like the name, and when I was knitting this, it was like the darkest time of the year, so between Christmas and New Year's, and it was really dark, so I kind of like settled on the name Kuutar. And also, even though this lace pattern is from the Japanese knitting stitch Bible, although I have modified the chart quite a lot, but still it reminds me of like traditional Finnish woodworking and traditional Finnish patterns, so it kind of has this like Kalevala feeling to me, so that's also why I wanted to give this pullover that kind of a name. But I was talking about the yarns, so this was knitted with Nurja's own mohair in the colorway Kuukivi, Moonstone, and also Vuonue Wilhelmi yarn, that is fingering weight 100% wool, Finship wool yarn, and I think the colorway was called Hiekka, which means sand. So I really like it's this like combination of kind of like cool brown with a really nougat like warm brown. So the texture is really nice. It looks really deep, and I really like how the two yarns combine. So the girls from Nurja have promised a price for the Knit-Along. I don't know yet what that price is, but maybe they will tell it a bit later, or then it's going to be a surprise, but we'll see about that. So I added a second thread to the Ravelry group, and that's about for all the finished pullover. So when you finish your pullover during this knit-along, then post a picture in the finished object thread, and I will be picking one winner from that thread on the 31st of May. And also you can use the hashtag Kuutar pullover on Instagram, because at the end of the knit-along I will be picking 3 winners who have been using the hashtag Kuutar pullover on Instagram, and each of those 3 winners will get 3 patterns from my Ravelry store. So you can select your 3 favorite patterns from me, and I will add those to your Ravelry store. But that's like basically the whole knit-along. And I just realized that I forgot to bring the Kuutar beret here with me, so I'll just go and quickly and get it, because I wanted to show that to you as well. So I'll be back in just a second. So I'm back. I also went and picked up the yarns that I used for this Kuutar pullover, so I can show them to you. So I was using Vuonue Wilhelmi, and this is the sweater yarn, and I think I said earlier that it was 100% Finship wool yarn, but actually it's 70% Finship wool yarn and 30% Tencel. So I misspoke earlier, but this was the colorway Hiekka. And they also have a sock version of this same yarn, so this is the sweater yarn, not the sock yarn that I used. And here is the beautiful Nurja mohair in the shade Moonstone, like I mentioned to you, and it is 72% kid mohair and 28% silk, so you can see there. And as this was a new colorway and it wasn't available when I got this sample skein, so it doesn't have the yarn name here or the shade name here behind, but it was called Kuukivi. And here is the Kuutar beret. So I have finally finished it. I think if you have been watching my my YouTube episodes for a longer time, and if you have been following me on Instagram, you know that I casted this on immediately after I finished the Kuutar sweater, because I really liked the stitch pattern. So I wanted to do something else, and also I had leftover yarns. I still have leftover yarn, as you can see, and I decided to cast on this little lace beret, and I knitted it up really quickly and finished it and blocked it, and then I tried it on my head and it was way too big, so it was huge and it looked like the Mushroom Man from Super Mario, and it wasn't a good look, and I was super annoyed. I'm the worst at ripping, and usually when I have to rip back, I set the thing that I have to rip aside for a while, and then gather some energy for a while, and then I'll get back to it. But there are so many other things happening that I just didn't have the energy to reach out and undo this. And also I had finished this off with tubular bind off, and if you have ever done that, especially the sewn tubular bind off, it's super annoying to undo. It takes a lot of time, and especially with the combination of mohair and wool yarn, it was really sticky, and it was such a pain to undo, but I finally did it. And I ripped back something like 5 centimeters, and I also added a few decreases before the brim, and I decided to add an I-cord bind off for this one. So I think it gives it a lot of structure, because when I had the tubular bind off, it was quite stretchy, because that's what tubular bind off is like. It is really good for things that you want to be stretchy, but if you want to have a structure, then I wouldn't choose tubular bind off, because even though it is, I think it's one of the prettiest bind offs, but like I said, it is really stretchy. You can see I used it for the sleeves, so you can see how stretchy it is. It really like stretches a lot. So for something that you want to keep the shape, such as for example this beret, because I don't want it to be for like a hat, it would be okay, because you don't really mind if your ripped hat stretches out a bit. I think it might even be nice. But for a beret that you want it to keep the shape and look a certain way on your head, you don't want it to fall down, you want it to stay up, and then I don't think tubular bind off is the best choice. I wasn't expecting it to stretch as much as it did, so the first time around when I had the tubular bind off edge, I was really surprised by the way it stretched, because I thought, because there's mohair, that mohair isn't really stretchy, so I thought that it would keep its shape better, but it didn't. So the second time around I decided to add the I-cord bind off for this one, and I was originally going to do a little stem, like I-cord stem here at the top of the beret, but then I don't know, I just felt that it needed something else, so I added this little pom-pom on the top of the beret, and I think it's really cute. I have this hairpin at the moment, so let's see if I can put this on so you can see, but it looks like this, so I hope you don't mind the hairpin over there, but I think it looks really cute. And as you can see, the I-cord keeps it really well in place, so it doesn't start to fall, and keeps its shape really nice. So I'm super happy about this beret. And this is currently being test knitted, so I'm hoping to get the pattern out in a few weeks, so you can also knit your own Kuutar beret. And I also took this. This is the Japanese knitting stitch Bible that I used for this this design. So I think this is really nice, but I usually try to do some little changes to the pattern. So it's this number 59 that I used for this sweater. I really love this book, and I think, as you can see on Ravelry, what designers do, I think I'm definitely not the only one who likes this book. Another finished object that I have is the Irene top. Not sure I showed this to you, if this was ready when I filmed the previous episode, but it's here. It's now finished, and or almost finished, because I'm the laziest at weaving in yarn ends. I think almost everything I have has at least one or two unwoven yarn ends, but I will try to weave even, especially everything that is visible, like here, that you will see sticking out. But if it's something like here in the middle, then I might leave it unwoven, because I think often it shows less if it's unwoven. I just make this like really loose knot with the yarns and leave them on the inside, rather than trying to weave them in, because especially if you have a lot of stockinette stitch, it easily shows. So in those cases I just leave the yarn ends unwoven on the inside of the sweater. But everything that is visible, like the neck edge and sleeve edges and bottom ribbing, I always weave those in, but everything else might be left unwoven. But this is the Irene top, and it's going to be a summer favorite for sure. I took some summer-like photos of this today, when it was really sunny day today, and I just hung this white sheet next to our window and took some photos, and I think they look really summery, so I think they turned out really nicely. So it has this fake kind of like bikini triangle shape, bustier type of shape here at the front, and I started to write the pattern for this today, but I think it's going to take a little bit longer than just like a regular pattern, because I have to draw and calculate these increase and decrease lines for each size separately, so that they turn out the way I want for each size. So I have to think about it a bit more than just like a regular pattern. And it annoys me when people think that grading is just putting numbers into an Excel sheet, and then the Excel just magically calculates everything for you. And yes, in some cases that is true. So you just put certain parametrics in, and then you get the stitch count numbers. But if you have anything that has more design elements, especially something that you want to go a certain way for each size. For example, if you have a cable pattern that you want to repeat in a certain way, or well, this is a good example. I really have to think about these lines for each size, so that they meet in the middle and start here at kind of like at the top of the breast, and meet here where a bikini top would naturally end. So it can't be, for example, for a small size that it starts here and then it meets here. Then the appearance is totally different. Or for a larger size, you have to make, of course, wider triangles. And if you had the same decrease rate as for this my size, then the end of the pattern would be somewhere near your navel. So I really want to figure out each size separately. So, for example, when I usually grade 8 to 9 sizes, so that means I have to recalculate this 8 or 9 times to get the perfect shape for all those sizes. So it's going to take a bit longer than just like if it was without the patterning, and if it was just like this garter rib pattern. But yeah, I am super happy how this turned out, and I really love this fabric. I was wearing this around the house today when I took the photos, and it felt super nice to have on me, so I really didn't want to take it off at all. So I think this is definitely going to be my summer favorite, and I'm super happy about the pattern. So I was thinking about maybe doing a sweater version of this pattern as well. I was thinking maybe with one strand of a fingering weight yarn and one strand of mohair. So I think it would look really nice, and then have sleeves, long sleeves as well. But I just have to figure out the mat for the bikini shape. So this was called Irene, and I used Katia Concept Tencel Merino, and it was 70% Tencel lyocell and 30% Merino, and the colorway number was 100, and this is like beautiful metallic khaki green. It has an amazing stitch definition, as you can see. But yeah, that's about that. And then I have 2 more whips I wanted to show you. And here is the Seleste summer tee. As you can see, I have now done the whole yoke. So that took me quite a long time. I think it's the combination of the yarn and holding 2 yarns together that it took so. I think it took so much longer than it took for me to knit the original Seleste a year ago. That was just single strand and it was wool yarn. And this is a cotton merino blend, and I'm holding 2 strands of yarn together. So the bubbles took a really long time to knit, but done with it now. And as you can see, I have already made the sleeves as well. And now I'm working on the body, and I think in my previous episode I told you that I ran out of yarn because I had miscalculated the amount of yarn that I had in my stash. So I ordered 2 more skeins, and I thought that I would be okay with, actually I ordered 3 more skeins. So I had 3 from previously and I ordered 3 more, so I had 6 skeins total, and I thought that would be enough for this summer tee, because, for example, the silk summer tops that I made last summer, the Venetian tank, the Florence tank, and the Roman holiday tank top that I made 2 years ago, and I used Knitting for Olives pure silk for those, and I held the yarn double in that case as well, and I used less than 4 balls of yarn, so I thought that I would be okay with 6 balls, because basically it's just like the addition of the sleeves. And now I have used all those 6 balls. I have this much left, so this much of each, and this is only like a crop top at the moment, and I really want it to be a bit longer. So I was playing yarn chicken until a few nights ago I realized that this is never going to be enough, and I went and ordered 2 more skeins of the yarn. So now I'm waiting for those two balls to arrive, so then I can finally finish this. So I want to add like maybe 7 centimeters, and then a small bottom hem ribbing, but these are definitely not enough for 7 centimeters, so it's taking so much more yarn than I anticipated. And then I have the Billie. This is what I've been working on the most for the past few nights, and as you can see, it is almost down to the hem now, and I think I will add maybe 5 more centimeters, and then the bottom ribbing for this one. So I think I will finish this tonight, or the body tonight of this, and of course I still have to make the sleeves, but this is going to be so good. I'm so super excited about this one. This is exactly the kind of sweater that I have been wanting to knit, and I want it to have in my wardrobe. I know that this is going to get so much use. I'm going to use this all the time, so I'm super happy and excited about this one. And also for this one, the pattern needs, I think I have to draw different charts for each of the raglan increases. So also this is going to take me a while to work. So here's another good example of I can get the stitch counts calculated easily on Excel, but just using the stitch counts doesn't help with charting the pattern. So I just can't use Excel and just like magically the stitch counts appear, because I still have to draw all the charts and think about how the pattern will be on the front. For the smaller sizes, I think I will take of one of these honeycombs, so it's going to be slightly less wide. And for the larger sizes, I think I will add 1 or maybe even 2 rows of honeycomb here, so it's going to be slightly wider. So I have to figure that out for all sizes, so that's going to take me a bit more time, but I think this is definitely worth the work and the effort. It's so good, so good. I'm so happy about it. And then I have this little swatch here next to me, so I'm going to do another summer top. And this is a yarn that I bought a few years ago already. It's called Sira, and it's from Borgo de Pazzi, Italy. And this is 70% bamboo or viscose. and 30% silk, so it's really nice and super soft. It's much softer than, for example, cotton. So I was planning to do this like strap, like thin straps, like spaghetti strap, like maybe I-card, and then this like lace panel here on the top, and then other than that, I was thinking about so that it's like kind of just stockinette stitch, and I was maybe thinking a slightly A-line so that it's like really nice and flowy. And I think this yarn is DK weight, so I think it will knit up fairly quickly. And here's the one to see, so it's the colorway 26, and you can see it has a really beautiful sheen to it and super nice stitch definition. So that's something that I'm going to be casting on next, and I also have a few kind of secret projects on my needle that I can't share with you yet, but one of them is something that I can share with you at the beginning of June. So secrets, but that's everything I was planning to talk to you about today. And if you want to join me for the Kuutar Knit-Along, check out the link below this video, so you can go to the Ravelry thread about this knit-along and join there. And yeah, that's everything I was planning to talk to you about today.